welcome back to another video on my channel. I am your host, Morrigan, and today we are going to be reacting to Shoe on Head's The Male Dating Strategy video. So this video came out 2 years ago, which I find very interesting because I completely forgot that this one existed. So it's kind of nice that we had a follow-up to the male dating strategy with the female dating strategy, which was the last video that I reacted to. But yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna get right into this one. But if you guys do like the content, please like and subscribe. And I will have the link to Shoe's original video in the description down below.
Hello friends! It is another day of me researching the man question. In the last few videos, I talked about how to be a real man, and then I talked about men's living spaces. But this time we will be observing the male dating strategy. Dating is hard nowadays. There is a reason people like Andrew Tate and these other red pill guys are blowing up right now. Men are confused. Men are lost. They're being told all these contradictory things on how to get women. Be nice, but not too nice. Don't show emotions. Show your emotions. Make 6 figures. Have a 6-pack. Drive 6 Bugattis. Never smile. Don't wipe your ass. In the animal kingdom.
Yeah, this is something that unfortunately the guys have to deal with, and I'm sorry on behalf of women that were like this, but this is truly something very difficult, you know? You're having guys be told 50 million different things as to, you know, what they're supposed to be doing when it comes to the dating game. And, you know, we're talking about people that probably haven't been on many dates or haven't been dating for a while. It's very confusing. There's a lot of, you know, different pieces of advice being thrown at you, and to have a bunch of different, you know, things being told to you at once is very confusing. However, you know, it does lead to a situation where men do look for outside influences like Andrew Tate and among other people on social media. Regardless of what you think about these people, or, you know, if their advice is good or not, I mean, that's up for everybody's own personal opinion. I'm not here to debate any of that, but it makes sense why guys would go and look for, you know, guys that have success in some form or another, rather that's having money, having a lot of, you know, luck with women, and or, you know, the lifestyle, like driving fast cars and stuff. So while I understand and feel bad for guys that, you know, they're being told a lot of different things, I also understand why guys look for all these different role models online that have the things that they want. It honestly makes sense, but do take into consideration as well that in looking for those role models, sometimes it can lead people to find the wrong role model. So that is something I do want to point out, though.
Kingdom. The male will maybe show off its beautiful feathers or do a little dance to attract a mate. In the human world, a man will slide into a woman's DMs and ask for pictures of her toes. So today we are going to be reading some of those messages. But before we do that, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, because your girl can't make any jokes on this website without getting demonetized. So, are you tired of this happening to you? This video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Now let's just address this incel word for a second. Incel means involuntary celibate, usually referring to a man who cannot get laid, usually used as a pejorative, as an insult, because everyone knows a man's worth comes from the amount of times his genitals have been inside a woman. Now there are 2 types of incels. There are the capital I incels, the incel movement, the one that just absolutely despises women. But then there's the lowercase I incels, the guys who just kind of have trouble dating for whatever reason. The word incel has absolutely—
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't even know that there were 2 types of incels. I mean, I only know about the one type, which is the just not liking women part. Essentially the modern day feminist, but of the man side of the coin. I know about that one, but this other one of just having issues with dating, I was not aware of. I also didn't think that this video was going to be talking about incels per se, but rather just guys saying very weird things. Because with the female dating strategy video, it wasn't talking about themselves. It was just talking about crazy women, which, you know, it was a very interesting thing to look at. But I can only imagine the kinds of messages that we are going to end up seeing in this video. I'm a little bit worried, but I mean, it comes, you know, with the territory, but I can already feel the cringe is going to be very, very high.
Lost any and all meaning, like most words on the internet today. It's really just come to mean man I don't agree with. When literal attractive male celebrities are being called incels, it might be time to pack it up. But I'm calling this video incel pickup lines because that is the Twitter account I got some of the screen caps from, so it's really not that deep. So without further ado, howdy. Pokes with boner. How are you, beautiful? Good?
Okay, starting off really strong out of the gate here. So my first piece of advice to the guys is please do not text people in a roleplay fashion. It's really cringe. It's not going to help you with the girls at all. I don't know what goes through these kinds of guys' head, as if like they're talking to some anime waifu kind of girl. This is real life. Don't be doing that. Obviously, what makes it worse is, you know, this guy's talking sexually and doing it, but just as a rule of thumb, guys, don't do it. It's just really weird.
Good. Starts getting hot and takes off my shirt and shapeshifts into this.
Okay. I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to even be able to get through a second or two of this video without commenting something. Really? We're gonna not only do roleplay now, but we're gonna do a furry kind of roleplay. Like shape-shifting kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know, the guy before was really weird, but this is a whole nother level. Let's not be doing this, okay? Let's just not. I mean, listen, I'm somebody who does cosplay, right? And I know many of my friends that do cosplay. You know, if you're at a convention or you're just doing it to post pictures online to express your creativity or your fandom, that's fine, that's cool. But if you're texting somebody, number one, do a role play, and number two, don't be sending these furry pictures. I mean, unless you're talking to a group of people that you know for sure are into that kind of thing, do not just be sending this to normal people. This is really, really cringy, but it's kind of funny. It's like, how does this even exist out there? Oh boy.
Okay, you know, as a white woman, 7 out of 10. Sorry for the pic before, that was pretty disrespectful. I was being horny and inconsiderate. I have my own demons to face. Men be like, I'm fighting demons, and the demons is having a boner. You remind me of Eva Braun. What the f? I like it. That is a terrible thing to say. Is it? She was hot. I could be the Adolf to your Eva. 9 out of 10.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second I was like, who's Eva Braun? I'll be genuinely honest with you guys, I didn't even know who that was. And then as soon as she said Adolf, I was like, oh, okay, now that makes sense why the person was not very happy with the comparison. It's interesting because I was never really a history buff in school, but there is sometimes things like that could take you, you know, completely out of nowhere where you're not in on what is being said, and then later on in the conversation you put it together or something is said and you're like, oh, that's what that's about. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't picking up on that. But in terms of advice, yes, maybe don't compare somebody to being the romance interest of one of the worst human beings to ever live. You know, that's a pretty safe bet.
9 out of 10. I'm pretty good looking, and you're not too bad. We should see what's up. LOL, I'll pass. Your loss. FYI, my friends call me Horse Clayton. What's up, my—
Okay, Clayton, calm down, buddy, okay? Save some for the rest of us. No, I'm just kidding, but in all seriousness, saying stuff like that is not gonna work. I don't know why people try it. But people do. People still do.
Sexy slave? Just kidding.
Wow, calling somebody a sexy slave. Yeah, that's a great conversation opener. I'm very sure that that's going to go very far. Oh my goodness. I don't understand what goes through these people's heads. It doesn't matter if it's guys or girls. Why saying these things do you think it's going to matter or it's going to do anything for you? It's just not. We're so cooked. We're so cooked.
Just kidding. I am not a murderer. Farts very loudly. Did you just fart? Because you blew me away. What's up, sexy baby? Okay, there's nothing weird about calling like your partner, like, you know, your girlfriend or boyfriend baby. But why does sexy baby sound so f***ing weird? 10/10 for the did you just fart, you blew me away part though. Wish your toes were in my mouth right now. I mean, heck.
There's always gonna be a toe joke, I swear, in every one of these videos, especially guys. It's always with guys. There has to be a toe line. My dudes, can we not be putting toes in your mouth or even discussing that? If you're trying to date somebody, right? Why is this the go-to line? It's as if like it's a cheat code to getting people, except it doesn't work. But yet people think if they keep re-entering the code in that it's gonna magically change. Man, to be honest with you guys, sounds like a skill issue. Definitely a skill issue.
Hey. Come to Turkey, meet with me. Turkey supports Russia. I'm from Ukraine. Turkey supports Ukraine.
I'm playing both sides so that I always come out on top.
Hey, how are you? Good, how about yourself? Pretty good too, thanks for asking. No problem, lol. Have you ever put your feet in someone's face just to mess with them? Lol, just asking cause I'm bored. No, that's gross to be honest. LOL, that would be funny though. Nah, man. Okay, whatever, bitch. I swear to God.
I will say something a little different about this one. It started off very well, very normal. However, I do think the profile picture of him with a shirt off kind of, you know, sets off a little bit of a red flag. But playing that off as a joke, you know, could work, maybe. It's a weird joke, not my personal go-to. But it wasn't the worst thing by any means. But definitely calling someone a bitch after, probably not a winning move, you know. But yeah, I would have to say on that, I mean, if you want to say something ridiculous to be funny, but if you're gonna do a joke like that, try to make it something that's, you know, not involving toes. Normally that's gonna be taken in a sexual context over a joke. 9 times out of 10.
Odd foot fags are so bold online. I cannot think of any other fetish where they actively try to get like strangers to participate in it. I'ma get you pregnant. Daydreaming about how fine you'd be. So fine. So fine. See? Okay, I guess
Okay, so I was not expecting that. You know, normally when it comes to a video like this, having people talk about toes and stuff is kind of par for the course. It's kind of weird, you know, guys say weird things when they're talking to girls. However, in terms of, you know, pregnancy fetish, I gotta be honest, I don't hear about that one that often. Not expecting in this video, I really have no words, except for that's just fucking gross. That's it. That's all I have for words.
Spoke too soon about the foot fetish thing because this just reminded me that someone literally did this to me, but as a blueberry. This motherfucker had a blueberry inflation fetish straight out of Willy Wonka and would send me photoshops of myself photoshopped as a blueberry. Like, I don't want to kink shame. Yes, I do. What the f is this, sir? Wow, you are quirky and random and XD. What's up, ugly bitch? Have you ever been so
Seriously, what is up with these guys just calling girls a bitch out of nowhere? Like, I don't understand. Dude, it's not gonna work. Come on now, we've already discussed this. This isn't gonna work. Fellas, if you're watching this video, just know, and take this from all the accounts of guys that have ever done this, calling a girl a bitch, for whatever reason, will not get you in good standing with her. Okay? I know pretty much everybody knows this, But because of how many of these examples I've seen, I unfortunately feel like I have to tell people, don't call someone a bitch. Oh, jeez.
Down bad, you XD'd at a woman. Greetings, female. I am beginning my mating ritual now. You will fall in love with me. You will marry me. You will bear my children. Wanna hook up? No thank you. I'm a lesbian. I'm pretty feminine.
Well, that's a very crazy way of trying to pick up a girl. Actually, that's pretty crazy on two fronts. Number one, you are talking about yourself from a third person perspective. Very weird. That's already red flags, but then you're also saying that somebody will, in a demanding way, will have your kids, will love them. Yeah, control doesn't work like that. You can't. When people say, you know, be the leader of the household, right? If you're talking about more traditional relationships or being head of the household, they don't mean literally tell your wife what to do in that sense. That's crazy. I feel like some of these people have just never been either around a healthy relationship or have witnessed one, which is kind of sad when you think about it, genuinely speaking.
Do you want to play 21 questions? Yes, you go first. You're describe it. These men are going...
You are doing so well. You're having a normal conversation, and then you just say something sexually disgusting out of the blue. Why? Rick, you actually you had the girl answering. You had her invested at least a little bit, and then you just shot yourself in the foot. I mean, most of the guys in this video couldn't even say that. So why? Why did you do that? It's so frustrating because it's like you have the potential, you're almost there, and then you just shoot yourself in the foot. I don't understand.
Going to turn me into a radical feminist, I swear to God. You sexy as for a schizophrenic. Why on earth would you say schizophrenic? Oh, my bad. I don't know what agender means. And I thought it was because you said they, them that you thought you were more than one person. My bad. I don't understand all the terminology. I just got out of a 6-year relationship. I'm new to this. Oh.
Wow. That is quite the pickup line. You know, I gotta say, out of everything that I've heard so far, this has to be the most creative one I've heard yet. You are very sexy for a schizophrenic. I mean, it's not a compliment, but out of everything that we've heard, this is the best one yet. It's the most creative. It's different. It's not even super sexual. I mean, every guy pretty much is sexy in this whole entire thing. So, out of all the offenders, this is the least offensive, in my opinion, which is really crazy when you think about it. But I have to put some respect on it because it's a little different. It's not what most guys would say. You know, most guys would go for the feet pics or, you know, talking from a third person perspective or talking in like a role play perspective. But saying someone is, you know, good looking for being a schizophrenic, I gotta put some respect on that one, to be honest. That's a little bit different.
Okay, look, he's trying, okay? Honestly, I get it. Especially if you've been out of the dating scene for 6 years. Like, every day I wake up and there's new terminology. Every week I am canceled for being 2 weeks behind the approved words. What if I showed you my privates right now? Would you show me yours? No. Why, mommy? You're obviously ovulating.
Look, if there is ever a guy in the world that called me mommy, I'd probably have to drop kick him on the spot. I'm not gonna lie, there are so many things today that are said that are weird and that are cringe, but calling somebody mommy is just, it's always been a top one for me. That gets you a straight drop kick, or shadow kick, if you will, if we're gonna talk Darkstalkers terminology. You're gonna get the Xenoblade shadow kick combo, because that is some cringe stuff to say. Don't you ever go call somebody mommy. That is forbidden.
I have a BP, so we both benefit. What is a BP? Boy pussy. Wanna see it? You mean your ass? Kinda, but it's an Kim Kardashian one, don't worry. What? Please, for the love of God, do not call your asshole a boy pussy. You do not have a bussy. You have an ass. You are a grown-ass man. I swear next time I hear the word bussy, I am pushing the forbidden button that kills one of my subscribers. Rest in peace to whoever that guy was. My dad hits himself sometimes and throws things because he's depressed that mommy died. I'm scared. Can you be my new mommy? Please come to our house and be my new mommy. You'll love my dad and he will love you, I promise. We got the mommy, we got the psychotic manipulation tactics, we got nearly everything in this one. 9 out of 10. Heh, you're nice. How old are you? Oh boy.
34. Please, don't be upset.
Do you want to date me? No. Fine, I'll wait 100 years if I have to. I'll be dead by then. Ah, okay. Prise open your casket. You don't look too bad.
Okay, so this video has a wide variety of weirdos in it. Ranging from people talking to themselves in a third person / roleplay perspective all the way to necro. And the worst part about this one is it's literally someone saying necro stuff while also doing a role play. That's a no-go. Ma'am, please, just get out, block this man.
I don't mean to be rude, and I certainly don't want to be creepy, but are amazing. I don't mean to be out of line, but would it be okay if I have a feel? Looks to my feet shyly and then at you. You're pretty smart for a girl, you know that, right? Blushes. I'm pretty sure other girls are smart. Eyes widen for a bit of surprise. Thinks to myself, oh no, oh, she didn't like that. Well, it's just biology that men are smarter. We have higher IQs on average. Like my IQ is 159. Anyway, let's move on. Smiles cheerfully.
I swear if I have to endure any more of these people doing shy boy anime role plays in this video, I might have to chuck myself out my window. I can't take this. This is so bad. You know, I'm starting to think that the female dating strategy video was not the bad one. This one is pretty bad. Because I just keep repeatedly seeing this role. Oh gosh, I can't. I don't even have any words. I don't have any words. Let's just move on.
Hello? Who's this? Blushes deeply. Oh, God, I wasn't expecting that right off the bat. I'm Vincent from 3rd period. My acquaintance gave me your kick. Okay. Looks at the ground and takes a deep breath. So what are your plans for this weekend? Can you, like, not? What is it that you mean? What? A bulge grows larger in pants to signify confidence.
I can't do this anymore. This is too much. I'm gonna have to skip through the video if I keep, I'm gonna have to. Oh boy, I can't even speak right now. This guy literally just said, he's getting a bulge in his pants. Who says this when they're texting somebody? I mean, what makes it even worse is he's doing it on Kick. Kick is literally known for just weirdos and pedophiles being on the app. The jokes just write themselves. I honestly can't. There's too much of this roleplay nonsense right now. I'm kind of getting overloaded. I'm glad that Shu is able to be able to listen to all this, but I can't do it. I can't do this. You'd have to pay me millions of dollars, and I probably still couldn't even do this. Okay. I'm gonna quickly look forward and maybe skip a little bit of this video because this is getting a little hard to watch now.
You're my light, my love, and my reason for being. I could never be with anyone else because any other love would only be a cheap imitation of my feelings for you. You're my one and only. I am yours, always and forever. If you can catch a breath between chugging, I'd love to hear from you.
Bro is literally pouring his heart out to this woman, and then she doesn't respond to him, and then he immediately is just like, okay, fine, I'm gonna say something really mean about you. Stop sucking a bunch of dicks. It's honestly, it's saddening, but it's funny at the same time because this is like one of the more, finally kind of a normal person. I mean, granted, going on this whole fairy tale spiel about a girl is not what most guys do, okay? Let's just be clear about that. However, it's kind of funny where he's the most normal person in the video, and yet the girl doesn't respond to him, and then he goes full dickhead mode. It's kind of funny. It's sad, but it's kind of funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I will leave it off there. Yet again, I was not able to make it through the entire video. You know, it's one of these things where, like I said, with the time that I have to do YouTube as a hobby, I don't have all the time to sit down and watch an entire YouTube video, do the editing and stuff. I actually have a very small amount of time. So what I normally do in my videos, or I try to do, is choose a video that's not super long and try to do a reaction on most of it. And because my schedule is so condensed in how much free time I have, it doesn't allow me to get through the videos that I would, in other cases, normally would. I mean, for those of you that watch me on Twitch, just streaming video games, even though I don't talk when I stream, I haven't done a stream in a while. Matter of fact, I don't even think I've been on my Xbox in about a week or two. So my time is normally at work, for the most part, or hanging out with friends or family. But when it comes to doing YouTube, like I said, I normally have time, you know, after about 2 weeks to be able to make a YouTube video. So I try to get one video out every 2 weeks. And I know that you guys probably want me to do full reactions and stuff like that. And I would like to, but at this current time, you know, in my life, I just don't have the time to do full reactions. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed regardless. Thank you very much for watching. I also want to thank you all for the tremendous support on my last video, almost getting 100 views, and I even got a few more subscribers as well. So thank you guys very much. I was not expecting to have that much of a growth, even in viewership, in such a small amount of time. So I really do appreciate you guys for that. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.